Welcome back, my friends. This is Lindsay, and I am back with more daily work from home job leads for you. I feel like it's been a while since I've done a healthcare dedicated video, so that's what I have for you today. We have 7 different jobs in the healthcare field that are hiring right now. One of them even pays up to $59,000 a year, which is over $1,000 a week. I myself work from home in the healthcare industry. During the pandemic, a lot of companies that were healthcare related switched over to all of their positions that were not patient facing, went work from home, and then they've never changed that. So if you want to work from home, healthcare is one of those fields that's always hiring in the work from home space. And real quickly before we dive in, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has answered my community poll over this website deal. Please bear with me as I learn and redesign things to make it more helpful for you. I was reminded the other week that I started this channel as a hobby and I still do it as a hobby. Yes, I do make some ad revenue from YouTube off the ads that play, but I started this channel to be helpful to you, and that's what I want to do, is make sure that this channel and my website are most helpful to you in your remote work from home job search and making money online. So please bear with me as I keep trying out new things, trying to make it the easiest to navigate as I can. But with that being said, we're not wasting any more time. We are diving on in. You might want to grab a drink or a snack because we've got 7 of these. But first up, we have Mayo Clinic. Now, Mayo Clinic is known around the world. They are a very popular healthcare company. They are always hiring work from home. They have 3,600 reviews from past and current employees, an overall employee satisfaction rating of 3.9 out of 5 stars. They are looking for a HIMS or HIMS specialist. This is going to be remote, I think, for the United States. All of these are going to be for the United States. Now, if you're not familiar, HIMS is basically medical records, health information management systems. They're basically looking for somebody to be responsible for all the processing of the continuation of care and patient-directed requests for their medical records or medical information. So you're basically going to analyze patient information to make sure it's in compliance with the standards for federal and state laws. And you'll have to adhere to policies and laws and procedures regarding healthcare documentation. So if someone other than the actual patient themselves is requesting copies of their medical records, you have to make sure a consent is on file from the patient for that person to be released those medical records. So like a parent might be on file for a child, things like that. You're going to utilize independent analytical and critical thinking skills, working independent and collaboratively across enterprise with minimal supervision. This is 100% remote work from home anywhere in the United States. They don't have any state restrictions. Now, they are requiring an associate's degree in a healthcare related field, like applied health science, things like that, or if you have an information technology degree. You do have to have knowledge of medical records and different medical records formats, content that's going to be able to be performed in a fast-paced, constant changing environment. You're going to have to know HIPAA laws, things like that, be able to work on Microsoft Office like Excel, Word, Outlook, things like that. But pay is anywhere from $18.59 an hour all the way up to $25.50 an hour. Now, if you don't have a degree, that's okay. We have plenty of these positions that don't require any kind of degree other than high school or GED. Next up, we have Trinity Health. They have 1,800 reviews on Glassdoor, an overall employee satisfaction rating of 3.5 out of 5 stars. They are looking for a billing and follow-up representative. Now, pay for this position is anywhere from $18.46 an hour all the way up to $27.69 an hour, but they're basically looking for somebody to perform that day-to-day billing and follow-up activities with insurance claims that have been billed out to the insurance. So you'll document these claims as being billed, paid, settled, or you'll follow up in the appropriate systems and take actions based on what the insurance said. So if the insurance didn't pay a claim, you'll have to find out why. It doesn't need to be recoded and rebilled to them. Do they need medical records to prove medical necessity? Things like that. You'll just follow up with the insurance company, making sure you get them everything they need to pay that claim. You're going to adhere to practices that include contacting the payer directly for payments on accounts. Now, sometimes you may have to pick up the phone and make phone calls to these insurance carriers to get information, but a lot of information can be gotten, that's not even how you say that. A lot of information you can get online through online provider secure portals. You'll get a username and password and you can log in. So a lot of it can be done online. But basically, you're going to be a researcher. You're going to investigate the overpayments, underpayments, credit balances, payment delays, all of that on these insurance claims, just trying to fix anything you can fix to get that account paid in full and at a zero balance. Now, they only require a high school diploma. Now, of course, if you have something more like an associate's degree in accounting or business, that gets you maybe bonus points, but only a high school diploma is needed, and 3 years of direct experience or knowledge of like revenue cycle functions, healthcare, insurance experience, things like that. You do have to know those Microsoft Office systems, have great communication skills, great attention to detail. Now, moving right along, we have a lesser known healthcare company. It is called Emerus. They have 157 reviews on Glassdoor with an overall rating of 3.7 out of 5 stars. They are looking for a medical billing specialist for the United States, and this is, again, remote. Now, one thing to note, a lot of these billing positions are going to kind of be the same thing. So this is going to be a position kind of like the last one. You're going to complete timely and accurate submission of claims for insurance companies, specifically Medicare and Medicaid. Completing that daily billing process and making sure that all those claims go out. You'll review and correct all claims that are returned by the clearinghouse or payer for internal edits. You'll follow up and investigate those billing errors, just suggesting things that you can do that can get the claim paid by the insurance company. You'll also have to review and update demographics and insurance data obtained in the registration process. So maybe the patient didn't have the insurance, or maybe their insurance changed. Maybe their name is one thing with the insurance company and they gave you something different. Maybe they're newly married and they haven't changed their name on everything yet. Things like that. All the patient demographics have to match across the claim you send and the information the insurance company has. So you'll just review and update all of that to make sure it matches. They, again, only require a high school diploma or GED. They do want somebody who has medical billing experience, knowledge with different claim forms like UBO4 for facility claims and CMS 1450 claim form. I'm not sure what that is. We use CMS 1500s where I work for the physician claims. Again, those Microsoft Office systems is needed. But next up, we have the company Cencora. They have 2,200 reviews on Glassdoor with an overall employee satisfaction rating of 3.5 out of 5 stars. And they are looking for a patient access specialist. Now, one thing to note, they have different shifts available. They have a 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time shift, and then they kind of have a midday shift of 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. If you're outside of the Eastern time zone, you'll have to convert your hours to see if those hours even work for you. But they're basically looking for somebody to provide advanced services to patient providers and caregivers, like billing and coding support, claims assistance, tracking and submitting those claims. If a service that a patient is being seen for requires a prior authorization from the insurance company, you'll have to reach out to the insurance company and get that authorization so the patient can be seen, and then their services will be paid by the insurance company. So you are going to be working on the phone on this one because you'll have to complete welcome calls, benefit verification, appeals, things like that. Just providing exceptional customer service to all the customers, which include both the providers trying to bill services and the patients themselves. You're going to be working on both sides of the equation with this one. Again, this one only requires a high school diploma or GED, though, and 4 years of related progressive responsibility experience in customer service, medical billing, coding, benefits verification, or something like that. So with this one, you don't have to have direct healthcare experience as long as you have customer service experience. But you do have to have some kind of analytical problem-solving skills, great attention to detail, and be able to work with those Microsoft Office systems, Excel, Outlook, Word. Now, pay for this one is anywhere from $41,600 a year all the way up to $59,400 a year. Again, that is going to be, if you can get the $59,000 mark, that's going to be over $1,000 a week. Just need that customer service experience and that high school diploma. If you're enjoying these healthcare job leads like this so far, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up like button. And please remember that sharing is always caring. So if you know anybody who could benefit from these, please share with them. Now, next up, we have Munson Healthcare. They have 271 reviews on Glassdoor with an overall employee satisfaction rating of 3.5 out of 5 stars. They, again, are looking for a remote billing representative. So So this is going to kind of be the same thing we talked about with those other billing positions. You're going to keep current with any changing billing requirements from the insurance companies and share pertinent information with all of your teammates. You're going to complete transmission process in the electronic billing system for all their current claims. You're going to follow up on unpaid claims every 30 days after the initial 45-60 day processing period. Any rejections from the insurance company, you're going to follow up on those, making sure that you get those taken care of. You'll produce credit reports quarterly required by Medicare. You're going to report all credit balances to the insurance payers and process according to the payer requirements. So credit balances is where there has been more money and adjustments on the account than the original billed amount. So like if we only billed $200 to the insurance company, maybe the patient paid $100, but then the insurance company came and paid $150. We now have $250 worth of payments on a claim that was only $200 in cost. So somebody gets a refund. And so when you have credit balances like that, you've got to figure out who was responsible for paying the claim and then who gets the refund, and then process that refund to refund the extra money. They again only require a high school diploma or GED. They prefer an associate's degree, but not required. You do have to have 2 years of related work experience. Again, customer service, healthcare, or business or field. So you don't have to have direct healthcare experience as long as you've got that customer service. Next up, we have Radiology Partners. They have 247 reviews with a rating of 3.3 out of 5 stars. They're looking for a payment posting coordinator. So this is a different process of that insurance billing, where when the insurance company actually pays or patients pay, those payments have to get posted in the system and associated with the correct account. So they're looking for somebody to post these payments timely and accurately, as well as the denials and any contractual adjustments from insurance companies into the system. So you'll accurately collect and allocate bank deposits and detailed posting of those explanation of benefits payments from the insurance companies. You're going to then export all the electronic payment files in preparation for posting. You'll resolve any edits and report in a timely and accurately manner. And then you're going to post not only payments, but the contractual allowances, rejection codes, deductibles, and co-payments that patients are responsible for paying per their insurance company. You'll have to make sure that those are posted and documented in the system as well. Just researching any unidentified payments or recoupments, making sure the appropriate resolution is taken. So sometimes recoupments is the insurance company will pay, and then they'll come back and take their money back and be like, psych, we were not supposed to pay you. That happens a lot. And then you have to go through, well, why don't we get to keep that payment? Then you have to go fight again for the payment. They only require a high school diploma and 2 years of medical billing or collections experience. You do have to know how to read like explanation of benefits and have knowledge of like managed care contracts, how Medicare and Medicaid work. You have to have great attention to detail, and you've got to be able to work independently with minimal supervision. Now, unfortunately, this position in some companies don't post actual pay in the job description. Pay is always dependent on things like experience and location, and will need to be discussed with them at the time of the interview. All right, moving right along. Next up, we have Mercy. It is a healthcare hospital system. They have 2,400 reviews on Glassdoor. Overall employee satisfaction rating of 3.5 out of 5 stars. They again are looking for a remote billing representative. So again, just looking for somebody responsible for processing the electronic submission of claims or paper claims and resolving those failed claims on a daily basis. So anything that's rejected or the insurance didn't pay, you've got to be able to accurately and efficiently work in a high volume of claims transactions across different lines of service. So maybe they're looking for somebody to do both their facility hospital claims and physician-based claims, but they only require 2 to 3 years of experience and a high school diploma or GED. Now, one thing to note, because they have such a high volume of claims, they are a bigger healthcare system. They ask for someone who can work under stress and meet deadlines and perform daily assignments with consistency and accuracy. So if you're not someone who does well with like fast-paced or stressful environment, this one might not be the one for you. And again, pay with them will need to be discussed at the time of the interview. All right, if you've made it to the end of this video, I owe you a huge thank you so much for watching and supporting me. If you have any comments about anything that you feel that I could do better, make things more helpful for you, or if you have any suggestions on jobs that you are specifically looking for, feel free to leave all that information down in the comments below. But don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like button if you enjoyed it, share with all your friends and family, and I'll be back really soon with more work from home job leads just for you.